Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Ronald. Alright, so today I have this big bag, as you can see, of shallots, basically onions. I know, right? These onions here actually, my wife's auntie actually and uncle got it, and they're like, we're going to share it with you. And to be honest, what are you going to do with this big bag right here? From my head all the way down here, it's pretty heavy. I'm thinking to myself, like, you know what, we can't keep it forever like this, they're going to go bad. So what we're going to do right now is peel them and then caramelize them so that we can actually keep them on like pickled onions almost, but you can use them whenever you want, because that way you can keep them for a long period of time. Alright, it's gonna be that easy. The hardest thing you have to do is peeling them. Alrighty, let's get started. So if you ever have like a lot of onions or something like that, either there's two steps here. You can honestly just peel them, cut them up and freeze them the way they are, but I've just decided, I opted to basically peeling them up, and when I cut them up and just basically caramelize them so that we can actually use them in different things whenever we're cooking. It's definitely gonna take some time. So the first battle is done. As you can see, I had to do a bit of cleanup because remember there's a lot of soil on onions, and typically if you have ever seen when you buy a dip or something like that, it's a bit soil, there's a bit some soil in it, it becomes real crunchy and it's nasty, and hence that's why I put these onions in water. Two reasons why I put in water. One, it actually reduces down on the juices from the onions, so you actually don't cry like I literally haven't shed a tear. Two, it also washes off the excess soil, so that way you actually have clean onions. Alright, so basically the fun part is done, as you guys have seen. It takes a minute, just kidding. It takes quite some time if you're doing a whole bag like I have, but it's worth it because at the end of the day I'm just going to caramelize them so that we can keep them for a while. Alright, so I suggest use olive oil. That way again it has more flavor to it, and if you can, season them if you can as well. Alright. Lots of onions. I'm going to use two wooden, spoons like that, or spatulas. I know it's a lot, but it's going to definitely break down and to be basically in half. So at this point, I'll keep the heat high for a little bit, but I'm going to reduce it down so that they can slowly caramelize. It's definitely caramelizing as I wanted it to be. I want to make this a bit unique, so I'm going to put some flavors in it so that if someone wanted to eat it as is, they definitely can. So I have some roasted garlic pepper in there. I actually don't have any more Italian, but I'm also putting a bit of parsley since I have it. I'm putting also the celery. There we go. And I've already also put in some Montreal spice because I had it. But remember, you can use whatever you actually have. Now I'm gonna put a dash of salt in here, not too much, because people can actually use this for whatever and however they want it. So let's combine that up. And at this point, by the way, because if you hear that, it's starting to stick a little bit, so now I'm going to reduce the heat down. so let's say medium. And you can see the difference when the spices are in there too. Of course, it's definitely looking a lot more colorful. It will look flavorful, and of course it's gonna be tasting flavorful as well. But if you remember, compare between the two, remember how I began, that part was quite a bit fuller. But right now, if you look closely, it has definitely reduced down, not by half, but it definitely have reduced down, lost a bit of volume here, which is, you know, not unusual. It happens with onions when you're caramelizing them. I know someone would ask, what would I use caramelized onions for? Honestly, whatever you typically put in onions, you can do the same thing with this as well. Whether you're doing a pizza, it really doesn't matter. Whether you're making a simple sandwich, you can definitely put it on if you're a fan of eating onions. And also if you make like a salad, I don't mean like a fresh salad, that won't be a no, but one of those typical salads, like even a potato salad, you can definitely put it in. There's nothing wrong with that. And by the way, for the word of the day today is going to be onions, since we've been doing onions. So onions in my language we say butungulu. Again, onions we say butungulu. Well, I won't specify whether it's green, red or whatever, but in general. Alright guys, so this is where we are right now. The longer you go, as I say, you definitely reduce it down, and right now it's definitely half. If you can compare between that picture and this right now, it definitely reduces down. So again, you can keep it on here, keep going, and by then it will start turning slightly dark, golden in a way, you know, because it's getting brown, right? So be brown, kind of golden a little bit, so it will reduce further and further. But it's totally up to you how you want it and what you're looking for. But I think I'm kind of happy with this right now. I'm gonna give it just a few minutes more, and then we'll get it off. But at this point in time, you just wanna probably cool it down afterwards. And once it's cooled down, it's totally up to you if you want to freeze some, or you prefer to perhaps put some in jars and then top it off with like olive oil, so that, because guys, remember, oil will definitely stop any kind of, you know, spoilage that will come to it. That's one of the ways you can basically store things away. Alright, so at this point I would say we are done. As you can see, it takes a long time, as I said, but it looks amazing. Basically that's it guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the process. It definitely takes some time between, you know, opening them up, peeling them up, and taking off the covers, and of course giving it time to caramelize also takes a while. But you know, I enjoy the whole process, I gotta say. So it's all packaged. We're gonna put some in the freezer, I'm gonna keep some in the fridge, and we'll just use them as we go. And yeah, so let me know what you guys think about this. If you have a whole lot, like if I own a farm, or maybe you bought a big bag from a farm or something like that, you're asking yourself what you're going to do about it. You don't necessarily have to do this. Typically you can actually just cut them up properly and or dice them up and put them in the freezer straight up, because you know you bought like frozen onions. The same, essentially the same idea as well. But this is definitely, since it was fresh and this was not necessarily just typical onions, I wanted to do it this way. Let me know what you think, and I hope to see you in my next video guys. Thank you, bye guys.